Hello guys, welcome back to Herbal Creation. Today I'm going to teach you how to use sugar beads to make the famous beaded metal clutch pairs. So if you check the channel, you can see that I have two different uploads with different designs. You can check it out. I'm leaving the link in the description so that you can go watch that one too. This channel focuses on how to make beaded crafts, so if this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe. You can visit our store on Instagram as Ayaba Store to make wholesale purchases or also purchase raw materials. You can also contact the number on your screen. It's a WhatsApp number and you can also call if you want to make inquiries about anything. Okay, so let's begin. First, you are going to use this beautiful clutch handle right here. This handle has a total of 44 holes. Okay, so we are taking sugar beads size 10 mm, and then we'll be using a pair of scissors and beading thread 0.5 to start because the holes are small. Then when we finish the first stage, you would now use beading thread 0.7 or 0.8. okay. Alright, so let's begin. So first you are going to open the clutch like this. This is the inside, this is the outside. So you are going to be beading along this side. So when we take your 0.5 beading thread, you are going to pass it through the first hole like this. Okay. Then you are going to skip the second hole. So you are skipping the second one. You are going to pass it through the third hole. So the other side of the beading thread is going through the third hole. So you should get something like this. Okay. Alright, then you are going to pick 3 beads, so 3 of the size 10 mm sugar beads like that, and then you are going to pass it through this beading thread and it will be like as you can see in the video. So you will take the third one and then you will cross with the other beading thread to give you this shape right here. Okay, so when you're done, you see this beading thread is going to pass through the same hole, that's the same third hole. Okay, you're going to flip over like this and then you're going to skip the 4th hole and pass it through the 5th hole. So you see 1 2 3, this is 4, you're skipping it and passing it through the 5th hole. Okay, and then you flip over again. This time around you are going to add 2 sugar beads, not 3, so 2. Okay, to the beading thread in your right hand like this. So the beading thread in your right hand, you're going to pass it through 2, then you're going to cross with the second one. So we are crossing, so you should get something like this. Okay, then what you are going to do next is to pass the beading thread through that same 5th hole like that. Okay, you flip over and you're going to skip the 6th one here. We are skipping the 6th one, so you're going to pass it through the 7th hole, so this hole here. So basically that's what we'll be doing. We'll keep skipping one hole as we go along the metal clutch. Then we are going to add 2, so 1 2, okay, 2 sugar beads and then cross with the second one. Then we will pass the beading thread in our left hand through the 7th hole again to appear at the other side. We are going to skip it, so we are skipping this 8th one and we are going to pass it through the 9th one. Okay, alright, so through the 9th one now. Then we will add 2 sugar beads. So that's what we'll be doing. You see, it's very easy, it's not difficult at all. It's not something that as a beginner you cannot do. Okay, so passing through the same hole, we flip over to the other side, and then we are going to skip this one and go through the next one. Then we keep adding 2 beads and keep repeating this process like that till you get to the end. Okay, so this is the final part here. So it's going through the last hole here, and this time around we are going to add 2 beads still, but the 2 beads is going to go on this particular, so you're going to pass this particular beading thread to, okay, the 2 beads, and it's going to look like this. Then you're now going to cross with the second bead. Okay, so yeah, you should be getting something like this at this point. It's very easy to do. Okay, all right, so we'll just continue. We are going to add 3 sugar beads now. So 1, 2, 3. So the beading thread in your right hand, you're going to pass it through all the 3 beads, and then you're going to cross it with the second one, sorry, with the third one like this, to give a ring of 4 beads. Then you're going to pass the beading thread in your right hand through the next bead and add 2 sugar beads and cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. You're going to go through the next one again, add 2 sugar beads, cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads, and then this is what you are going to be repeating at this point till you get to the end. Okay, so we are passing it through the last bead here, then we are adding 2, okay, so 2 sugar beads now, and then we are going to cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. Okay, so finally we have something like this. Okay, now we are going to do a different thing from here, and this will help us get the shape we want. However, it's not very different because it's also very simple and it's basic matting idea. Okay, so first we are going to add 3 beads. Okay, so you pick 3 of the 10 sugar beads. Then you are going to cross with the third one, so like this, to give a ring of 4 beads. Okay, so something like this, you see. Then you pass the beading thread through the next bead, so this bead right here, and then you take 2 sugar beads, 1, 2, you cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. Alright, so we are going to pass the beading thread through the next 2 beads here. So it's going to pass through, we are going to pass it through this one and then this one, so these 2. So it's going through this first and then also this as well. Okay, then we will pick 1, then we are going to cross with that one, so it should look like this at this point. Then we pass the beading thread through this bead right here, and then we add 2 sugar beads, 1, 2, and cross with the second one Okay, we are going to cross with the second sugar bead, and this will give us a ring of 4 beads. Okay, so we are going to do it again. Pass it through this bead right here, that's the next bead, and then we add 2 sugar beads, so 1 2, cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. Pass it through the next sugar bead, which is this one, and then add 2 sugar beads, 1 2, and you cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. Pass it through the next bead again, okay, and then add 2 sugar beads, cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. So we will keep repeating this process like this, just like this. Okay, it's not difficult at all. Like I always say, it's just practice. So when you keep practicing, you'll be perfect. Okay, so at this point I'm going to pass the beading thread through this 2 beads here, and then we are going to add just one and cross with that same one, so it will also look like this. Okay, we are going to pass the beading thread through this bead here, and then add 2 sugar beads and cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. So we are going to get something like this. Okay, so we are going back again through this. We're going to add 2 1 2, then cross with the second one like this to give a ring of 4. Go through this like this, then we'll add 2 1 2, cross with the second one to give a ring of 4, passing it through again, and then we are going to add 2. So this is what you are going to be doing like that. You see, it's not difficult at all. It's very easy to do. Yeah, so we keep repeating it till you get to this point. So here we are going to pass the beading thread through this bead right here, and then we are going to add 2 sugar beads, so 1 2, and cross with the second one like this to give a ring of 4 beads. Okay, so what you are going to do next is to pass the beading thread through this bead here, okay, and then also through this one right here. Then we will add just one sugar bead and cross with that same one to give a ring of 4 beads. Alright, so moving on, we are passing the beading thread through this bead right here, and we are going to add 2 beads, 1 2, cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. Okay, so we are going to pass the beading thread through this bead, that's the next bead here. Add 2 sugar beads and cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads, and then keep repeating the same process. At this point, we are going to add 3 sugar beads, 1 2 3, and then we are going to cross with the third one to give a ring of 4 beads, so like this. Okay, then what we are going to do next is to pass the beading thread through this right here, this next sugar bead, and we are going to add 2 sugar beads, and we are going to cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. Then we pass it through the next bead like this, add 2 sugar beads, cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. Okay, so that's what you're going to be doing from here till you get whatever length you want. The length you want is, you can decide to make a cute one or extend the base for it to be a little bit longer. Alright, so I'm counting from this side. So I made 9 in all. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is the 9th one. And then from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's 15 in all. So it's 9 by 15. Alright, so you're going to repeat everything here at the other side of the metal handle. So as you can see, I've done both sides. I did one off camera. So what's left to do is to close the base and the sides, and then we are done with the back. Okay, so in doing that, we are going to start a different pattern altogether. Also the same idea of rings of 4, so it's not anything new. Okay, guys, you are going to pick 3 beads, but with the 3 you're going to put one on each side of the beading thread like this. Then you will cross with the third one. Okay, so this is the first ring of 4 we are doing. It will look like this. We are using it to close the base of the bag. Then we are going to go again. We are adding 3, so 1, 2 and 3. So cross with the third one to give a ring of 4 beads like this. Then it will look like something in this way. So we are going to add 3 again, so 1 on each side of the beading thread, and then we will cross with the third one to give a ring of 4 beads. Okay, you're going to do it for the last time. You're going to add 1, 2, so 1 here and then another 1 here, so 2, then the third one we are crossing. Okay, so something like this. Alright, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we are going to put one bead here at this point. I'm going to pass a beading thread through this bead right here, and then we'll add another one and cross with that one, that same one, so it will look like this. And this will form the base of the bag. So it is on this that we are just going to build on. You see, very easy. We're going to pass the beading thread through this bead right here, the next bead there, and we are going to add 2, so 2 sugar beads, so 1, 2 like this, and then we are going to cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. Next, we pass the beading thread through this bead here, and we are going to add 2 sugar beads, so 1, 2, and then we are going to cross with the second bead to give a ring of 4 beads. Okay, then next we are going to pass the beading thread through this right here, and we are going to add 2 beads. Okay, 2 again, cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. Okay, so we are going to pass the beading thread through this bead right here, and then also through this bead right here, and what we are going to do is add 1 sugar bead. Okay, so just 1, and then we are going to cross with that same one to look like this. So we are going to go again, pass it through this bead here, and then we are going to add 2, so 1, 2, cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. So just follow the process like that, and then you are good to go. It's easy from this point onwards. So Okay, so you're going to pass a beading thread through this bead right here, and then also through this bead right here. And this is the last thing we are going to do for the base, and we'll be done. So just pick one bead and cross. Okay, so you're crossing with that same bead like this. Alright, so in the end we should have something like this. Now we can flip over and then start working on the sides of the bag, but this is how the base would look like. Okay, so gradually we are almost done with the bag. So first I'm going to pass the beading thread through this bead right here before I add my beads, so it's going to go through this bead, so it will look like this. Then I'll take 2 sugar beads, so 1, 2, and then cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads like this. Okay, then I'll pass the beading thread through the next bead, and then I'm going to add 2, so 2, 1, 2, cross with the second one to give a ring of 4. Okay, then I'm going to pass the beading thread through the next bead again, then I will add 2 sugar beads again, cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. Alright, so again I'm going to pass the beading thread through the next bead here, this bead, then I'm going to add 2, so 2 sugar beads in all. Okay, so 1, 2, cross with the second one to give a ring of 4 beads. Okay, then I'm passing the beading thread through the next bead again, this bead here, and through this bead here. So then these are 2 beads. I'll just add 1 bead this time around and then cross with that same bead. Okay, now we are going to pass the beading thread in your right hand through this bead right here, and it's the same process you are going to repeat again. So you start by adding 2 and then you keep going with 2, 2, 2. When you get to the end, then you add 1 and then you repeat it like that. Okay, so at this point you're going to tie your knot after adding just one bead. So I'm tying the knot. Okay, that is it. You can pass the excess thread through the beads and cut the excess off. And all you're going to do is repeat the same thing at the other side, and your bag is ready. So in our next video to come, I'm going to teach you how to line these bags. Okay, so just get ready. Alright, see you in our next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.